1019 RXP. And run around, and it's Matt Pinfield in the morning with Leslie Fram. We're really happy to be here, and of course, we've got a great guest in the studio, and a guy that I haven't seen in a while, but really happy to see again. It's Ben Kweller. Ben, how are you, man?
Hey, how you doing, Pinfield?
It's good to see you. You know, it's like last time I saw you, I was trying to. You know, I was doing like Lollapalooza for VH1 a couple of years ago, and you were playing. I made it, you know, on the stages in the Chicago place. You literally, it takes an hour to walk across the field. So I would try and get somebody to take me on a golf cart around the back. I was trying to cheat. But, you know, listen, I didn't mind the walk, except I had to keep coming back and shooting, you know, for VH1. So, but I got to see your set, and it was great.
Thank you.
But I didn't get to find you later to talk to you because I wanted to put you on TV with me and do some interviews, and it just ended up not happening. But, you know, we've done radio before together, and just happy to have you back, man.
Good to see you.
Hey, so, you know, you lived in New York City for 9 years, even though, of course, you know, you grew up in Texas, and you've recently moved back to one of mine and Leslie's favorite cities, Music City, Austin, Texas. Tell me about moving there.
That's right. Well, you know, first I got to say I love New York so much, and I owe a lot to this town. I really got my start here. I moved here in '99, and things just really started happening for me out of New York. I love it so much, but my wife and I had a baby about 2 years ago.
Oh, that's great.
And
congrats, man.
Thank you very much. Little boy named Dorian.
Congratulations.
Thank you, Leslie.
Great.
And once we had him, we just started thinking, gosh, you know, we don't have any family here. Maybe this isn't where we want to lay down long-term roots. And so we decided to go to Austin.
Yeah, I think that's a great town. And, you know, I wanted to say this. I was thinking about it. There was just something in the news. A quick sidetrack today. There was a fire in Chinatown. And my ex and my youngest daughter were living there for a while. Just, you know, not on James Street where the fire was, but near there. And I was thinking the same thing for a while. I was like, you know what? Why don't we get her to grow up where there's more families? So they moved down to Jacksonville, Florida, where there's a ton of family.
Right on.
It's good to have support in that area,
It is,
you know?
for sure.
And you have a lot of family still down there, right?
I
In
do,
Dallas area?
Exactly, the Dallas area. So we don't have to hop on an airplane to see the grandparents now.
That's cool.
It's cool. And it's just so laid back, and it's what we needed, you know, because I'm always in big cities on tour most of the year, so it's nice to come home to a quieter atmosphere.
Yeah, we got Ben Kweller in the studio right now.
Ben, when you lived in New York City, I know you played a lot of cool venues. Did you ever do any busking?
I did some busking a little bit in the very beginning, down in the subway and the F train.
Very cool.
And yeah, like actually the Bergen station in Carroll Gardens, well, Cobble Hill, I guess they call it. So a little bit. I didn't have to do it for too long though.
Well, of course
I started
not.
going to the Mercury Lounge and just trying to get gigs there. Sidewalk Cafe.
Now, for all your fans that are listening, talk about this new record.
This new album's called Changing Horses, and people are calling it more of a country record, a rootsy record, and it is. It's got pedal steel on it and dobro.
Yeah, you got a guy playing dobro on there.
Totally.
I know that.
It's
Very
a
cool.
it's a beautiful record. I really love it. It's an album that I've been working on in my head for a few years.
Let's talk about that story now.
Okay.
Now, your last album was just self-titled Ben Kweller because you played all the instruments. It was your own thing. You got a band again now.
Yeah.
But years ago, about 2004, you were working on a B-side called "Hurtin' You," and all of a sudden you were like, man, you know, maybe this is more than a B-side, and it became a catalyst for this new record. Tell us about that.
Well, I was actually up on 48th Street at Sear Sound, one of the best recording studios in music, and I cut the album on my way. And so it was time to do B-sides, and Hurtin' You was one of the B-sides. We recorded it, and I was like, man, I should actually save this and make an album with other songs like this. And so I came up with the idea of Changing Horses back in '04.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's been that long. And look at it, 5 years later, this album has come to fruition, which I think is very cool. It, of course, came out February 3rd. It's in stores and online now. And tonight you're playing Town Hall here in New York City, which
I like Town Hall.
What a great venue that is. It's it shows at 8 p.m. So why don't you play songs? What are you going to play for us from the album, Ben?
I was thinking I'll play the song "Fight," and everybody out there, you should go check out this video. It's a good video. We shot it in my hometown. It involves tour buses and speedboats and jail cells and. I mean, it's got everything but a helicopter in it.
That's cool. Yeah, you know what? You leave that out of the budget, the helicopter.
Exactly.
The other things you can always borrow from friends, right?
That's right, and we did.
And that's very cool. All right, you got it. It's Ben Kweller live in the studio. Fight, 1019 RXP.
He is a trucker burning the highway. His heart is strong as stone. Counting them yard lines, passing them hard times, riding that black top home. card that's dealt to me. You know, some days are aces and some days are faces. Well, some days are twos and threes. So you gotta fight, 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 fight all the way. You gotta fight, fight, fight all the way. You gotta set your sight on the Lord in your life. You gotta fight till your dying day. You gotta fight, 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 fight all the way. You gotta fight all the way. You gotta set your sight on the Lord in your life. You gotta fight till your dying day. You gotta fight till your dying day. You gotta fight till your dying day. All right.
Great song
That was
right
great.
there.
Thank you.
Ben
Thank you,
Kweller,
everybody.
live in the studio. Ben Kweller right there, 1019 RXP. Hey, Ben, it's very cool. You produced this new record by yourself, of course.
That's right.
Which is cool, you know. And I want to let everybody know once again to go out and pick it up. It's called Changing Horses. It's Ben's latest record.
And I should say, we got it on CD, and we have it on vinyl, and the vinyl comes with a free CD. So that, to me, is the thing to get. So
That's
just wanted
really
to let
cool.
You know.
I love that because, you know, a lot of our listeners love and collect vinyl still.
Yeah, we've
They
got
really do.
kind of a vinyl experience that we do on the website with Paul Cavalcante, so we got to make sure he reviews that.
Yes, please do.
Give some away.
And
That's awesome.
if he's a big vinyl guy, he'll love the fact that it's a completely separate mastering. Like the vinyl was mastered from the tape straight to the lathe that cuts the lacquers. So there was no computer.
Like
Most-
the old days, like
Yeah,
vinyl used to
totally
be in
like
that
the old days.
warm day.
Most vinyl you get from new bands, they'll take it from the tape or the Pro Tools, whatever they record it on, and feed it into a computer, and then go to the lathe.
Yeah.
So everything has a digital feel at some point, but this,
Yeah.
the Changing Horses LP is complete old school. So
Yeah, that's great. That sounds amazing. And don't forget, tonight at Town Hall here in New York City, which is such a great venue.
Yeah, I'm
I
excited.
love that place. Hey, Ben, it's good to see you,
Good
man.
to see you guys.
Hey, you're back at your old home here in New York City.
Yep.
I'm going to be down in Austin, Texas. We'll hook up. You know, I'm hosting that DirecTV 2 days of South by Southwest. It usually is 3. 24 hours live I do. I'm doing 16 hours live on DirecTV that I'm hosting with a ton of artists playing live. So come hang
I
out.
would love to.
And Matt Ioni and I will be down there as well.
Go
You know
down
what I
there
mean?
and prop him up, okay?
Yeah, man, come hang out with me. We're going to have a good time, but I look forward to seeing you in your hometown.
Right on.
Let's get some barbecue, man.
Cool,
I'm going
man.
to be... Leslie is the barbecue queen. She knows more about barbecue than anybody. Her and her husband, Lanny. And Salt Lick, would you say Salt Lick in Austin is one of the greatest?
One of the greatest, and some listeners have been emailing me here about places to go because I've been to Rub, which I absolutely love. So
Rub.
I'm
I
putting
love
the
that
list
name,
together.
Rub.
There you go.
Come
Yeah.
hang out anytime, Ben.
Of course.
Seriously.
Thank you so much.
Man, Leslie and I extend that invitation to you. Whenever you're in New York, come play on the air. We love having you, all right?
Thank you very much.
Good to see you again, my
All
friend.
right, guys.